Recently, it came to my attention that a YouTuber named noclick had made a video regarding a Half-Life mod pack that aimed to make the game more realistic. Now, I'd be lying if I said this was my first time hearing about noclick. I've been aware of him for a very long time, and this definitely isn't the first time that I've tried to call him out on his shitty behavior. However, mostly to no avail. You see, this isn't the first video that noclick has made that is like this. It started, as far as I'm aware, with his video, The Worst Half-Life Remix, which I actually left a comment on, which I'll read now. I fail to see what makes these games the worst Half-Life remix. A lot of these clearly are just old Roblox games, and in the case of the Source 2 one, how much better could you do for the time? That map was made in the infancy of Half-Life Alyx's SDK, which is very limited, far much more so than our previous SDKs by Valve. And for the last one, I'm in agreement with everybody else that you're just unfairly calling that bad, because all things considered, it looks fairly accurate to Half-Life. Since then, he's apologized and renamed the video to the not-so-great Half-Life Remix, which, while being a lousy attempt to soften the blow of what he's already done, I took as him attempting to move past it and that he learnt from his mistake and wouldn't do it again. However, it's since become known to me that he's made several videos with the same formula, only being about different games, and has since restored the name of the Half-Life video. And now we come to this. See, I wouldn't have made such a big deal out of this video if it had just been like the others. I'd have a rant and rave about it to my friends, maybe tweet about it, but it's the aftermath of the video that really pissed me off, to say the least. You see, one day after noclick uploaded the video, the mod author took down the mod, citing that everyone hated it and it had been a disappointment, which leads me to believe that he was subject to rampant harassment from noclick's followers. This is fucking unacceptable. So I took it upon myself to watch the video and note down every nitpick or bullshit claim he makes about the mod pack. And here's what I had to say. So, right off the bat, you outright admit that you're doing this in bad faith, and not for any particular reason, just that you felt like picking on some random mod creator so you can make some quick cash. Says who? This is a completely bogus statement, and you know damn well that it is. You don't speak for everyone in the Valve community, and there are many people who do like Gearbox's HD pack, myself included. Again, you do not speak for everyone. This is completely subjective and doesn't say anything about the mod's quality. Because, from an objective standpoint, they are. The models are of a much higher fidelity, and an AR-15 with an underslung grenade launcher is more realistic than an MP5 with one. Again, this is your opinion. From an objective standpoint, the model is of a much higher fidelity, therefore it does look better than the original 1998 model to a degree. Anyone with a basic knowledge of firearms will tell you that spinning a revolver like that is the fastest way to meet God. So it's entirely likely that Gordon could do this as a civilian because he thinks it looks cool, unaware of the danger that it puts him in, because he isn't a professional.
What the hell? Oh my god, no way!
Okay, the gun's missing a few faces. This is easily fixable, so I don't see how this is a huge issue. Again, this is your opinion, and this says nothing about the quality of the mod pack, and considering that you just spent the last minute and a half publicly shitting all over the model work, I'm pretty sure you do intend to offend. Because you installed the mod? I don't see what the point is here. Okay. If you thought they already looked like chicken, then why are you complaining that they actually look like chicken? I don't understand this at all. They're wearing desert camo, which is actually more accurate to what they would be wearing in Half-Life setting realistically, which I think is fairly ironic considering your previous points. Not only is this the only example of a model having a shine effect to it that I've seen in this video, I also fail to see what the point you're making here is. Yes, Things are shiny in real life, especially things made from organic material. Plus, what the hell do you want the modder to do anyway? Gold Source can't do Fong like Source can. This is the best that they can do. Please read what you said, but slowly. Mod pack. It's a collection of mods. I'm repeating myself a lot, aren't I? Again, subjective, blah blah, not indicative of the quality, you get it. Or you don't, clearly. I hope you know, the first time I saw this, I had a hearty laugh at this. Again, subjective. Also, Half-Life does not have real-time shadows like Source does. And in terms of the map lighting, looks more to me like you turned on full bright, but what do I know? Why not? I literally do not see why they shouldn't do that. Unrelated, but I noticed that in between the shot of outside the final Lambda Core room and the one inside, the lighting was on, but when noclick complains about the supply crates, it's off. Which is kind of curious.
Well, sure.
Black Mesa is a campy sci-fi tech base that has a bunch of highly advanced technobabble technology, and you're telling me that a light switch that sounds like a computer is the most out-of-pocket thing you've seen? Yeah, okay. No, they didn't. I literally have nothing else to say about this. You can very clearly hear it. As opposed to the original game, where it's silent outside of the firing sound. I'm tired of repeating myself, so I'm just gonna drop a handy-dandy link to a pretty cool word every time he does this.
Subjective.
He grunts when you take fall damage in the original Half-Life. I'm not sure what you mean by this. What the fuck?
Subjective.
You are on a fucking alien border world. It's going to be a little hard to make that realistic. You put that there. Missing textures do not use the purple-black checkerboards in Gold Source. This is a feature exclusive to the Source engine. I cannot even begin to get into how bad this looks for you. I want you to look me dead in the eye and tell me that the original game doesn't do this. Do it. I fucking dare you.
For God's sake, open the silo door! They're coming for us! It's our only way out!
None of the animations shown in this clip are new. Also, I can't verify the validity of the crash shown here, but judging by the obvious lies that noclick has sprinkled throughout this video, it would not surprise me to learn that it didn't crash here, and that he just edited it. Again, these are unchanged. You're unintentionally just complaining about animations from 2001 that Gearbox made. Yes, this is just something that Half-Life's AI does. The modpack doesn't make code changes, so I fail to see how this is the modder's fault. Then, for the rest of the video, he just compares it to some other mod for Half-Life Source. And then he compares it to other higher profile mods made by veteran modders, like Half-Life M-Mod. Likely just to pad the video out to 10 minutes so he can monetize it. Not much more to say here, except that he compares it to fucking Black Mesa. You know, Black Mesa, the massive 1,000-contributor, fully funded, Valve-supported, on Steam, full remake of the original Half-Life on the Source engine, which took a fucking decade and a half to make. Seriously, what the fuck were you thinking here? This kind of mentality is the parasite that kills modding communities for games like Half-Life. The idea that you won't be able to make something as good as the big guys. I'm making this video to say fuck noclick. This kind of reductive, hurtful content is what's driving creative minds away from doing what they want to do. And for what? A little extra revenue to add on to his money pile? Fuck him. Fuck this video and fuck his YouTube channel. Now, with that said, I do not want people to go out of their way to harass noclick like his followers did to the original mod creator. However, I do want whoever sees this video to leave a comment on the video in question, telling noclick that this video is hurtful and should be taken down, alongside the other videos that he made which follow a similar formula. Unscripted tangent time. Aside from everything else I said in the video, it genuinely frustrates me to see stuff like this, especially considering the fact that this guy, I checked, his first mod that he uploaded onto Game Banana was about 6 months ago, so he started this year, basically. And it's terribly, terribly frustrating to see. Very, very annoying. And I mean, I've been, like, kind of vaguely following noclick's channel, and every single time he just makes this fucking, like, this god-awful content farm shit. And I wouldn't necessarily have an issue with that, but it's the fact that, one, noclick is in a very unusual, like, place of power within the Valve community for some reason. He seems to be good friends with the people at Lambda Generation, and is also the person that organized those fucking, player cunt events for Half-Life and Opposing Force and stuff like that. So it bugs me to see him in such a high place in the community, and somebody who is so highly praised, and yet he does this shit and gets away with it, and nobody bats an eye. So my hope is that this video will, you know, kind of bring this to attention and get him to cut it the fuck out, because, like, come on, man, that's not fucking cool. I don't know. It's just kind of sucks, really. That's my only hope, is that this video kind of gets popular and it forces him to either do something about it, or at the very least fucking apologize for basically sending a bunch of people to harass somebody into deleting their mod, which I don't think there's a backup anywhere, so all that stuff is lost media now. Good job, dude. You created lost media. Well done! God, you're so cool! I definitely don't fucking hate you. Yeah. There's a couple other things I wanted to say. Shit. Can't remember. Oh yeah, the fucking... and it baffles me that he very clearly made this video with bad intentions, because, again, there's, like... He intentionally made it look worse. Like, he added in that missing texture, which, you know, anybody with half a brain would understand that that's not real, because that's not how Gold Source works, you fucking idiot. And also, like... You know, there's the whole thing about, like, turning the lighting off and then complaining about there being no shadows. It's just, it's baffling, and it's just kind of weird, because as far as I'm aware, this guy had nothing to do with noclick, so he just kind of randomly decided that he wanted to just pick on some guy's mod for no reason, which, if this is the precedent that he wants to set for his content, that he can just go out of his way and do this for no reason other than just he saw a mod on Game Banana and wanted to rip it apart and harass the guy into deleting it, then that's not good, and there needs to be something done about that. So I'm hoping that this will, at the very least, encourage noclick to not fucking do that, because that sucks and is not cool. And I have nothing more to say other than, if he still stands by what he did and doesn't take anything I say in this video to heart, then I'm sorry, dude, you're a piece of shit. Not to imply that you're not being a piece of shit right now by doing this shit, because, you know, I left that comment on your video, like, a couple of months ago, maybe even a year, and you seem to have apologized and felt remorse over it, and then you just kind of went backwards. I don't know. That's just really my only hope, is that this does something about this, because this can't go on. Okay.